Hello everyone and welcome to my bold and the beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please press the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Taylor Hayes ended up getting Ridge Forrester back. It was only after two specific situations, however. One was Brooke Logan's alleged treason. The other was the brunette's broken heart pattern. It's likely why Ridge is so reluctant to reunite with Brooke despite his strong passions. So, let's go over how this plot could go. Broken heart syndrome. Let's begin with when Taylor came back to Los Angeles. Taylor was told she was dying from heart failure. Still, it was actually a condition called broken heart pattern. Once Taylor got some treatment, both medically and emotionally, she healed. It was explained that Taylor stuffing down her broken heart all those times led to the condition. Talk about a guilt trip for Ridge. Of course, Ridge criticized himself for Taylor's symptoms. As a result, he wanted to do everything possible to fix Hayes' ex-wife. Brooke Logan's betrayal also. There was Brooke's alleged treason. Now, Brooke did want to do the right thing and help Ridge get the company back. Still, Brooke had no idea how she was going to do that by taking the job. Brooke allowed. She could just move Carter Walton and Hope Logan to do the right thing. In any case, Ridge considered Brooke taking the job at Forrester Creations to be a treason. Taylor Hayes' dreams come true. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Taylor has always wanted her life back with Ridge. Right now, Taylor still has Ridge, but she knows Brooke is still veritably much an issue. Taylor is close with Ridge, but at the same time, she's guarded. Taylor knows just how Ridge was looking at Brooke in that marriage dress at the fashion show. So, while Taylor's dreams are coming true, she also knows deep inside that Ridge could go back to Brooke at any time. Looking at Ridge during recent occurrences, he's really torn. It's clear Ridge cares veritably important for Taylor and doesn't want to hurt her. At the same time, Ridge's passions and draw to Brooke is inarguable. It must be really hard for Ridge to know if he dumps Taylor again, she could actually die from broken heart pattern. Faking medical relapse. Taylor loves Ridge so much, but also wants him far down from Brooke. What happens if Ridge can no longer deny his passions for Brooke? We could see Taylor acting tough, but it would kill her inside. Taylor could also get hopeless and pretend her broken heart pattern has returned when it hasn't. Could that guilt lead to Taylor soliciting Ridge back? Would Steffi Forrester Finnegan authorize of her mama's deception? The bold and the beautiful recap is eventually then from Monday, May 19, 2025. In Moment's occasion, Steffi Forrester Finnegan makes amends. Liam Spencer gets a new brain checkup. Plus, Daphne Rose comforts Carter Walton. Hope Logan grateful at Brooke Logan's house. Hope Logan gapes at a Pounds family print. Hope's distrait look is intruded by knocking at the door. Hope yells to come in. It's Steffi, she came to check on her. Hope is thankful for Steffi, however, she would indeed know Liam was dying if it weren't for her. Hope is thankful. Steffi says it was the right thing to do. Steffi and Hope talk about the girls losing Liam. Steffi says they need to come together. Steffi knows she's floundering, just like her. Liam's brain excrescence is a wake-up call for both of them. They agree that feuding was a waste of time. Liam wants them to get on. Steffi makes the first step, come back to Forrester Creations. Hope asks if she means it, also states that it's a huge first step. Hope is overwhelmed and thankful. Hope apologizes for the preemption and hurting Steffi. They clinch. Hope wants to prioritize time with Liam, she's thinking about Beth Spencer. Steffi fully agrees. They agree to keep soliciting for a phenomenon. They see and lose Liam. This will be a gift to Liam, them coming together as musketeers and co-workers. They will recognize Liam by loving each other. They embrace again. Liam Spencer's new overlook at the sanitarium. Liam is there to get further tests. Liam and John Finnegan talk about Hope. Liam sounds worried as he tells the croaker about Steffi running straight to Hope with his opinion. Finn asks if he's worried with Steffi. Suddenly, Liam's address changes and he claims he's not, that it was actually gladdening. Liam is awestruck by how important Hope cares. Liam tells Finn about Hope and Carter. Liam isn't just upset about Hope. Liam is upset about everyone and starts rattling off a list of names. Finn understands, but thinks Liam needs to pour his strength into taking care of himself. Liam is suspicious. Is there a chance I'll make it? Finn doesn't say that at all. Liam says it feels different. Finn says it's important that Liam continue with the reviews, but wouldn't allude one way or the other if effects have changed. Liam wants to stay alive, especially for Kelly Spencer and Beth. Liam gapes into a glass and takes stock of how much he's aged since the opinion. Liam rattles off some new symptoms to Finn. They head to neurology to get another brain checkup. After they come back, it's a waiting game. Liam is a nervous wreck and starts rambling. Eventually, Liam's results come by. Finn says, "I'm sorry, Liam. There's been no change." Everything Finn says after that just echoes and sounds concave. Liam suddenly says, "I need to say farewell to my kitties." OMG, this is heart-wrenching. Daphne Rose's temptation at the garret. Daphne addresses to Carter about Hope. Daphne wants to help him. Carter is confused. The susurrus says Daphne was right each on. The man that Hope wants is Liam. Carter tells Daphne about what he eavesdropped. Hope didn't want to spend another nanosecond down from Liam. Daphne is so sorry. Daphne gets Carter a drink as they talk. The susurrus calls the talk between Hope and Liam was violent. He brings up that Liam was pushing Hope to him, but also Hope wanted Liam. The susurrus can't believe he was so naive. How could he underrate the passions Liam and Hope have for each other? Daphne encourages him to forget about Hope. What he wants the most is a family, woman. Kitties, the whole workshop. Carter aloud. He could have that with Hope. The susurrus thinks family just isn't in the cards for him. Daphne doesn't want to go anywhere. She hates seeing Carter sad. The susurrus states it's not his first broken heart, and it wouldn't be his last. Daphne says Carter and Hope aren't meant to be. Love isn't supposed to be complicated. The susurrus needs to just let Hope float down. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for the week of May 26th through May 30th suggest a lot of drama and unanticipated twists. For one thing, Liam Spencer now has a treatment option, but it comes with great pitfalls. Meanwhile, can Hope Logan's reunion survive Daphne Rose? There's also Sheila Carter Sharp's secret as well as Luna Nozawa's charge. Keep reading and let's talk about what's coming week in the CBS Cleaner Pieces. Liam Spencer's fate. Let's begin with Liam's brain excrescence. At first, all the croakers said there was nothing they could do. Still, suckers just learned that Grace Buckingham suggested radiation and chemo. Grace said there were no guarantees, but it was an option. The only problem is that there's a good chance that Liam could end up bedridden and with organ failure. Right now, Liam doesn't know what decision to make. Liam wants further time, but doesn't want to spend it in a sanitarium. Despite Clifton saying he has no interest in redoing Eric Forrester's plot, it sounds like it's going that way. Steffi Forrester Finnegan prompted Liam to take the chance. Steffi could retain Hope in her hunt to get Liam to get the procedure. Perhaps one of the women goes to Bill Spencer. At some point, Bill deserves to know about Liam's battle. Hope Logan's new problem. Now that Hope has explained effects to Carter Walton, they're back together as a couple. Hope is also back at Forrester Creations. While Steffi brought Hope back, Daphne is sticking around as well. That's just a form for disaster, as Daphne is determined to get relief of Hope. Daphne Rose wants what she wants. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for coming week reveal that Daphne will have to suppose about the tie-in products for her line. It sounds like the cleaner is keeping Daphne around for a while. Since she lost out on Carter, could her coming plot be to get obsessed? Actually, it formerly seems like Daphne can't stop allowing about Carter, which could lead to some intriguing scenes in the near future. B&B week of May 26, 2025. There's also Katie Logan's advice to Ridge Forrester. While Ridge formerly made his decision, it sounds like Katie's words might have an impact. So, Ridge and Brooke Logan could still have a chance at reuniting. There's also Luna's oath to have a relationship with John Finnegan. Meanwhile, Deacon Sharp will find out Sheila's secret ultimately. When that happens, can Sheila and Deacon's marriage be saved? When Taylor Hayes returned to Los Angeles, gaunt and pale but hiding it behind her trademark grace and poise, no one could have imagined the storm she carried inside her fragile heart, a heart literally breaking under the weight of years spent watching Ridge Forrester drift between her and Brooke Logan, never truly hers, never truly free, but always just close enough to ignite hope. A hope that shattered when she was diagnosed with broken heart syndrome, a medical condition triggered by extreme emotional stress, and though her doctors told her that with treatment she might heal, Taylor knew deep down that healing wasn't possible until she let go of Ridge or won him back for good, a sentiment that only grew louder with each echoing beat of her aching chest, especially after Ridge, racked with guilt, took her hand in that sterile hospital room, his eyes brimming with tears and remorse as he whispered, "I never meant to hurt you," and stayed by her side, day after day, hour after hour. Willing her to live, willing her to recover, and as Taylor's strength returned so did her dream of finally building the life she was denied, and that dream felt attainable when Ridge, still raw from what he called Brooke's betrayal, her accepting a strategic job at Forrester Creations without confiding in him first, decided to sever ties with Brooke and throw himself into healing Taylor's heart and perhaps his own in the process. Though everyone, including Taylor, knew that this shift wasn't entirely about love but about guilt, about fear, about penance, and even as Taylor moved back into Ridge's life and they shared soft mornings and quiet dinners, she could see the way Ridge's eyes would flicker when Brooke entered her room, how his breath caught when she laughed, how his hands twitched as if remembering the feel of her touch, and it haunted Taylor because even though her dreams were coming true, she felt the ticking clock of Brooke's inevitable resurgence, especially after the fashion show when Ridge couldn't take his eyes off Brooke in that shimmering white wedding dress, a ghost of promises past glimmering in his gaze, and though he never said it aloud, Taylor knew he was battling demons, his loyalty to her, the guilt over her health, and his undying, unresolved love for Brooke, and it was this uncertainty that led Taylor to a desperate, unthinkable plan when she caught wind of Ridge hesitating, his heart torn between past and present, and so she planted seeds. Subtle whispers to Steffi about her heart acting up again, quiet moments where she pressed her hand to her chest and winced, fabricating the signs of a relapse until Ridge, terrified of losing her again, doubled down on his devotion, unknowingly being manipulated by the woman he swore to protect, and as Steffi grew suspicious, torn between defending her mother and protecting her father, she sought out Finn for answers, who in turn grew curious and quietly ordered another scan behind Taylor's back, leading to a shocking revelation that Taylor was perfectly healthy, a bombshell that Steffi now had to hold close to her chest while watching her mother spiral into obsession, not love, as Ridge's conflicted heart began leaning once again toward Brooke, especially after a visit with Katie Logan, whose words carried weight, "Love doesn't abandon you in sickness or in strength," which haunted Ridge that night as he stared at the skyline from his balcony, wondering if he'd made the right choice. Meanwhile, across town, Hope Logan clutched a photo of the once happy Loeb family, her heart breaking anew as she replayed the moment Steffi told her the truth. Liam was dying, his brain tumor no longer shrinking, no miracles left in the medical bag, and while Hope wept into Steffi's arms, grateful that her rival-turned-friend had told her the truth, they made a pact to put their differences aside for the sake of their daughters, their shared love for Liam, and the fragile, fading hope that he might survive, and as Hope returned to Forrester Creations at Steffi's request,